Ava, a young and ambitious event planner, has always dreamed of starting her own business. However, her financial struggles seem insurmountable. One night, after a few too many drinks, Ava wakes up to find herself married to Julian Blackwood, a wealthy and handsome entrepreneur. Unbeknownst to Ava, Julian's grandfather had arranged the marriage to ensure the continuation of his business empire. Ava and Julian's union was meant to be a strategic alliance, but their instant attraction complicates matters. As Ava navigates her new life with Julian, she must confront her own secrets and learn to trust him. Meanwhile, Julian's business rivals and family members seek to exploit their marriage for their own gain. As Ava settled into her new life with Julian, she couldn't shake off the feeling that her past was catching up with her. She had kept her humble beginnings and financial struggles a secret, fearing Julian would see her as unsuitable for his world. One day, Ava's former business partner, Rachel, showed up at the Blackwood estate, demanding a share of the wealth Ava had seemingly acquired. Rachel threatened to reveal Ava's past mistakes, including a failed business venture and a deep financial debt, to Julian and the world. Ava was torn between confessing to Julian and protecting her new life. Meanwhile, Julian's business rivals, the wealthy and influential Richardson family, sensed an opportunity to exploit the situation. They began spreading rumors about Ava's past, trying to undermine Julian's trust in her. As tensions rose, Ava struggled to adapt to her new role as Julian's wife and potential heiress. She felt suffocated by the luxurious lifestyle and the constant scrutiny. Julian, sensing her unease, tried to reassure her, but Ava's insecurities lingered. One evening, Julian's grandfather, Edward Blackwood, summoned Ava to his study. He revealed that he had orchestrated the marriage to ensure the Blackwood legacy, but Ava's past had raised concerns about her suitability. Ava realized she had to confront her demons and prove herself worthy of Julian's trust. With Julian's support, Ava faced Rachel and the Richardson family, determined to protect her new life and marriage. As they navigated the challenges together, Ava and Julian's bond grew stronger, but would their love be enough to overcome the obstacles ahead? As Ava's debt came back to haunt her, she couldn't shake off the feeling of unease that had been growing inside her. She had thought she had left her financial troubles behind, but now it seemed like they were catching up with her faster than she could have ever imagined. The calls from creditors, the constant reminders of her overdue bills, it all seemed to be closing in on her. And to make matters worse, her relationship with Julian was starting to feel the strain. He had been noticing her distant behavior, and she knew it was only a matter of time before he started asking questions. Ava didn't know how to explain the situation to him without revealing the truth about her past. She was afraid of losing him, of losing the one person who had ever truly understood her. Just as Ava was trying to figure out how to handle her debt and her relationship, the Richardson family launched a hostile takeover bid for Blackwood Enterprises. Ava was shocked when she found out that they were using her past as leverage, threatening to expose her deepest secrets to the press and the public unless Julian's family relinquished control of the company. Ava felt like her world was crashing down around her. She had thought she had finally found a way to escape her past, but now it seemed like it was all coming back to haunt her. She didn't know how to face Julian, didn't know how to tell him that her past was threatening to destroy everything they had built together. As the takeover bid gained momentum, Julian's family secrets began to surface. Ava discovered that Julian's father had been involved in some shady dealings, and that the Richardson family was determined to expose him. Ava was torn between her loyalty to Julian and her desire to protect him from the truth. "How could you not tell me about this?" Ava asked Julian, her voice shaking with emotion. "I didn't want to burden you with it," Julian replied, his eyes filled with concern. "I didn't think it would come to this." Ava felt a pang of guilt, knowing that her own secrets were partly to blame for the current situation. She knew she had to find a way to make things right, to protect Julian and their relationship from the fallout. But as the days went by, Ava realized that she couldn't do it alone. She needed Julian's help, needed him to trust her and work with her to take down the Richardson family. The question was, would he still want to be with her once he knew the truth about her past? Ava took a deep breath and decided to take a stand. She would face her past head-on, and she would fight for her relationship with Julian. Together, they would take down the Richardson family and emerge stronger than ever. "I have a plan," Ava said, her voice firm and determined. "We can take them down, Julian. We just need to work together." Julian looked at her, his eyes filled with admiration and trust. "I'm with you, Ava, always." And with that, Ava knew that she wasn't alone. She had Julian, and together they would face whatever challenges came their way. As Ava and Julian worked together to take down the Richardson family's hostile takeover bid, they grew closer and more determined. Ava finally felt comfortable enough to open up to Julian about her past and her debt. And to her surprise, he was understanding and supportive. With Julian's help, Ava was able to pay off her debt and start fresh. She felt a weight lift off her shoulders as she realized she was no longer defined by her past mistakes. Meanwhile, Julian's family secrets were exposed, but instead of destroying his family, it brought them closer together. Julian's father apologized for his past mistakes, and the family worked together to rebuild their reputation. The Richardson family's takeover bid ultimately failed, and Blackwood Enterprises emerged stronger than ever. Ava and Julian's relationship blossomed, and they found themselves falling more in love with each passing day. One evening, Julian took Ava to the same rooftop where he had first confessed his feelings to her. He got down on one knee, pulled out a small box, and asked Ava to be his wife. Ava was overwhelmed with emotion as she said yes. Their wedding was a beautiful, intimate affair, surrounded by close friends and family. Ava finally felt like she had found her true home, not just with Julian, but with herself. As they danced under the stars, Ava smiled, knowing that she had found her happily ever after. She was no longer haunted by her past, and she had Julian to thank for it. "I love you," Julian whispered in her ear. "I love you too," Ava replied, her heart full of joy. And as they swayed to the music, Ava knew that she had finally found her perfect ending. Please like, comment, and share. Tell us the country you are watching from and suggest the story you would like us bring to life.